my fashion lovers. Welcome to Fashioning the Future with myself, Tato, best known as Tida Gorge, the stallion of the industry. And tonight on the show, we'll be taking a look at different gears of fashion, focusing on sustainability in fashion, as well as, personal style of individuals within the fashion industry, and of course, telling those phenomenal stories of Mzansi's finest. Talking about Mzansi's finest, we are taking a look at our top model of streetwear. She goes by the name of Tshimologho Powe. And then after that, we'll be also speaking to two incredible individuals shaking up the industry, one coming through with the raw materials and the other one spicing it up in the world of fashion. Let's take a look at this insert.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Anele Sibanyoni, but you already know you can call me Paula, and we're here at Hype Thrift Closet, located at 354 Jan Smuts Avenue, Kregel, Randburg, in the city of gold, Johannesburg. And this is the perfect shop if you're into sustainable fashion while flaunting your unique style with unique pieces, all while saving this here planet Earth. Joining me in a moment will be Tshimologho Powe, a true fashionista with a flair for style. Do keep it locked. Let's go. So I'm here with Tshimologho Powe, the fashionista. How are you?
Hi.
And what I want to know from you is why thrifting and what does sustainable fashion mean to her?
Okay, thank you, Anele. Thank you so much for having me.
Period.
Honestly, I see that every piece tells its own story, and literally finding pieces that you can't find anywhere else is just what makes it even more fun, So
Yeah.
it's like a treasure hunt, I guess.
I mean, shopping should be fun.
Right?
I hear that. So what exactly is the highlight of thrifting? What most do you enjoy about it?
So what I mostly enjoy about it is just piecing like vintage with modern, and I feel like that way it just makes it more fun. It brings out the creativity, and yeah, guys, like it's like telling my own story in like what I wear. And yeah, man, it's just like a great piece of treasure for me.
Well, thank you so much for coming here.
Thank
Telling us
you.
all about why thrifting, why sustainable, and how it's important to saving the planet at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But now, let's head back to studio to talk more about fashion with Fashion Please. Danko, the board.
Absolutely, a very epic way to kickstart the show. And now moving over to another fashion gears, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome a seasoned fashion content creator who goes by the name of Boxer Minaj, but number plate of his is Katlego Mtombeni, who has penetrated the fashion market and took us by storm by using recyclable items and adding that spice of aesthetic. My baby doll, welcome home.
Thank you so much, honey, for having me. How are you?
I'm very fantastic. How are you?
I'm phenomenal, baby.
Let's take it down memory lane when you decided to penetrate the market of fashion in a very different, unique way.
Okay, it's a really funny story of how I became this huge fashion icon. It starts all the way from grade 7 when I was in primary school, when I used to draw, stunning garments. So, one day I decided, let me just elevate and create something that is, that is a visual that people can be able to see and, physical. And I was like, let me just go to the storeroom and look for fabric. And unfortunately, honey, there was no fabric. But I saw a gem, which was, a plastic.
Oh.
It was this, a black plastic that they use for, trash. And I was like, you know what, honey, this is actually a fabric. And let me, create something that no one has ever created. And, I just saw this design coming together and I was like, you know what, let me just post it on the social media.
I mean, a plastic, right? An individual like me, I'm like, it's just plastic. How do you merge plastic with class and aesthetic and adding your spice?
This is very precious. This is very, and also saving the environment. So, in terms of, creating the garments, I look for inspirations. And one of my inspirations is, the Vogue designs. So I take a look at that and, add a little bit of, some colored paper in it or just to make it look a little bit realistic and add some, in it.
But it's stuck. History made. Thank you so much, my Dolativity, for making time for us. And my girl has another surprise for you as she's going to make the runway her house. Welcome back right here on Fashioning the Future, talking about an individual who's changing the future of fashion. I'm joined by Trigger, a seasoned stylish with a special focus on leather and fox fur, who's penetrated the market since 2020. Trigger, a very good evening to you and welcome on the program.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. So fantastic.
Brilliant. Take me down memory lane. What inspired you to come in the industry and how it all started?
Wow, man, that's an amazing story. So we started back in 2020 during COVID. So my late grandmother used to sew and make clothes, right? And then back then we had like so many sewing machines at home. So I was always interested into fashion. I used to make clothes from like needles, you know, handmade. And then my mom said, okay, let's fix the sewing machine, right? So we fixed the sewing machine. During COVID at that time, nothing to do. I went on YouTube. I started learning how to actually thread the sewing machine. After that, I started learning how to make alterations. You know, then from there I started making how to make clothes, how to make simple clothes. That's how I started. And then I wanted to make something that's extravagant for everyone, like not specifically everyone, but people that are in the limelight. And I figured they want something that's going to say, I'm here, I've arrived. So I figured, okay, let me be different and mix a touch of fur with leather, make it just look wow, you know. And that's how I got this idea of fusing both leather and fur together.
And of course, One witnessed the biggest and the most epitome fashion world show that One has got to offer. And then, of course, bringing two individuals showcasing their productivity, creativity, and sustainability of fashion. For myself, Tato, best known as Tita Gorge, the stallion of the industry, it's Bar Felicia, Losta La Vista.